No, a lot of people don't understand the way that the current state of America, that America is just, people don't understand that the way that America is working out, that America is working against the poor. It used to be that, for example, I could work at a factory and I could have a decent job that paid the bills, and I could have a wife and, have a family and do all that. Now I can't do that anymore because the middle class is gone. There's no more middle class. They took the middle class away. So now you have only the working poor. You don't have opportunity to do the things that you want to do or that you used to do. So now you have no retirement. There's no hope. There's no middle class. You can't save money. You're working poor. And the thing is, everybody keeps voting for these people that don't care about them, that are not going to help them. They're not going to do anything to save them. But they keep believing that people are going to save them. They keep believing that people are going to help them. Then the next thing you know, when it's time for you to retire, you don't have any retirement. There's no hope. You have to wait and 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 wait to get help from the government. Another thing that really blows my mind is how this president, Joe Biden, how, for example, the Biden administration, then you got the mayor of New York City, then you got the mayor of Chicago that says, go ahead, bring all these migrants in. We're sanctuary cities. We're going to take care of them. We're going to help them. But you got all these people that are living in tents. You have these people who are disabled, who are elderly. They're over the age of 60. They have physical problems. They can't take care of themselves. And the money that they get from disability is not enough to cover the cost of a retirement home. It's not enough to cover the cost of food, medication. That little $1,200 a month check is not enough. It's not enough for them to pay for housing, up in a place like New York or Chicago, when you're easily going to be spending $2,500 a month for a hole in the wall. And people just don't understand this. There are migrants everywhere. They're everywhere. And that's what happens when you're not careful who you vote for. That's what happens. That's what happens when you just say, oh yeah, let's vote for this guy because that guy over there is a racist, and let's vote for this guy. Let's get him in there. And especially with black people, when you have black people saying, yeah, get that guy out of office. He's racist. Don't vote for him. That guy. he's not racist. He's actually going to do something for black people. And what did he do? He moved out all the, indirectly. He didn't do it, but you can always count on black politicians to screw over their own voters. You can always count on that. I mean, that's going to happen. I mean, you got the mayor of New York City, New York. You got the mayor of Chicago. They got rid of Lori Lightfoot. Now they replaced her with an even better Lori Lightfoot. And, same thing, but worse. Screw over the black voters. Make the black voters, dump all the migrants, dump all these people who have not paid a dime into the system into black neighborhoods. And you got black homeless people that are in these black neighborhoods. They're in these black neighborhoods and they cannot get help. Then you got this president, this administration that's sending billions of dollars to foreign countries. And it's not just this one. There have been previous, our government shells out so much money to other countries. We've sent more than $100 billion to the Ukraine, and what's going on in the Ukraine and Russia, that's not our problem. That's their problem. That's none of our business. We don't belong in that. But we're spending all this money sending it over to these other countries. But you got people right here, you saw in the video, right here, that are living in tents right in the United States of America. Then you got this political party, the Democratic Party, this version of the Democratic Party saying, we're going to make America better. We're going to end racism. We're gonna house the homeless. We're gonna do this. We do more than the Republican Party. We do this. We're gonna help people. We're gonna do this. And then they take all these people from other countries and dump them and the people who voted for them in their backyard or on their front door. Now you got migrants everywhere, all over, everywhere. And the people that are retired, that are disabled, they can't get any help. And everybody needs to wake up and realize that, if we don't stop voting for people like this, that when we get too old to work, this is what's going to happen. They're going to move you out of your low income housing. They're going to move you out. And they're throw you out on the street, and they're gonna put a migrant in there where you were living. You could be a veteran and served your country, and they're gonna move you out. They're gonna throw you out on the street. Well, I'm a veteran, or I'm a single mother. They're literally throwing single mothers out on the street with small children and putting these migrants up in housing, giving them free housing. Like I said, you can always count on black politicians to screw over their own voters. Always. It's always. You can always count on, a system that you pay taxes for, that you pay into, to turn around and screw you over when you need help and when it's time to retire. We're going to have to separate ourselves from this whole system because it's not working for us. If you're working class like me, you, all of you on my channel, if you're working class, we're gonna have to just disassociate with that system and stop playing it because it's not working for us. And we're not gonna have any type of retirement when we get older because they're gonna give our retirement to somebody else, someone who didn't even pay into the system for it. It's really screwed up.